There is word at this hour, though, that this DACA situation and perhaps what Steny Hoyer, the Democrat minority whip, said is getting the Trump administration to take a potential government shutdown on Friday so seriously it's considering sending in a military general to talk to Congress. Our Fox News Capitol Hill reporter Chad Pergram hearing that White House Chief of Staff General John Kelly may come to Capitol Hill as soon as sometime this afternoon or tonight to work on breaking the DACA stalemate. Republican Congressman Drew Ferguson of Georgia sits on the House Budget Committee. Congressman, have you heard from or been contacted by the White House as to whether the general or maybe his staffers might come to the Hill tonight, maybe for your planning conference or maybe tomorrow?
Liz, I have not heard that. I flew back from the district today, and hearing it from you is the first that I've heard of that.
Okay, because our reporter was saying that, and it does make a bit of sense if you look at what President Trump wants. He was the one last year, late last year, who said, I'm for DACA, I'm for the Dreamers, but Congress has to get this done. You have to agree that the president does not forge. He doesn't make the law. That's up to you and your fellow Democrats and Republicans, specifically Republicans who control the House, the Senate, and, as you know, the White House. Is that going to get done?
Liz, I could not agree with you more, and I am so thankful that the president put this issue back in Congress where it should have been all along. And listen, I think that the thing that we've got to do right now is that we have got to separate out this incredibly important issue for these young people and for our American economy and our American safety from spending. I believe that's the right thing to do, and I believe that we can reach those four pillars that the president and our leadership have been talking about regarding safety and for the Dreamers, border security, looking at removing chain migration and doing away with the lottery system. We can accomplish all of those things together, and I believe that we can get it. I believe that we can do that as a Republican majority in conjunction with the Democrats.
But Congressman, if you just named a whole sort of laundry list of things where there is agreement or where there is wiggle room for some type of compromise, whether it be the children's health care program, CHIP, or something like the Dreamers, the Democrats would not like to see this as a standalone, because if they put it off, they figure maybe the Republicans won't come clean on this. But you had the U.S. Homeland Security leader, Kirstjen Nielsen, today saying that it would be disingenuous to suggest, and this is about the wall, that the Trump administration is proposing a large monolithic border wall along the southern border. That sounds like a little bit of wiggle room there, too. And the president himself had said, well, it's not going to be one straight wall. You've got the Rio Grande and you've got certain areas of private land where it can't be done. But why can't it be part of this, hopefully not a continuing resolution, hopefully a budget deal?
Well, first of all, I don't think that it should necessarily be a continuous wall. We've heard all along border security entails many different things, and you also heard the Department of Homeland Security Secretary say that a big part of that was also the policies that were in place that gave her agents the tools that they needed to do their job. So I think that was a very important point.
Absolutely.
Listen, we've got a lot on our plate, and I believe that we're going to get it done. I believe, and here's the thing that you've got to remember. There are an awful lot of members of Congress on both sides of the aisle that want to get the immigration system fixed here in America. It's important for our economy. And look, it's the fair thing to do for American citizens that are here now and for those Dreamers. Here's the other thing that we cannot do. We cannot shut down our military and put this nation at risk and do that in favor of supporting people that are here illegally. It is a tough situation, but we have to make sure that we support the men and women that are defending this nation.
At a time where we definitely need the military. We've got the drum beating over in North Korea. Sir, while we were speaking, the Dow managed to punch back into positive territory, up 9 points. I just wanted to let our viewers see that. Thank you so much for joining us, Congressman. Congressman Ferguson saying he really does not want to see a government shutdown, but Democrat Steny Hoyer said the same thing. Right now, it's looking very tentative.